Hi ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. I have under 4 minutes because of the E360 VR file size, and the Samsung Gear 360's 8.5 minutes. We'll make it fair, cut this off under 4 minutes. Who wins on the chapters? Samsung, a longer file size. Video resolution at the highest 5.7K for the E360, 4K at 24 frames per second versus 30 frames per second for the Samsung. Who wins on the video highest resolution? Yi. I'm going to be raising my hands for the Yi, it's my left, and the Samsung, my right hand. Kilobits, the quality file size, 80 kilobits, 100, 120 kilobits. Of course, it's going to be Yi. Samsung doesn't have it at all. Restrictions. When you start to do 5.7K, you can't stitch via the inline of the camera. Samsung, you can't do that. So it's kind of like a drawer right there. But with the lower resolutions of 4K and under, you can stitch with the Yi, and that's where the 360 VR will win. Sound quality. I got a lot of noise coming from my 9 o'clock position, and there's nothing towards my 3 o'clock position or 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And you'll decide. I will have to listen to the videos. I don't know which one will win. Now, what else can we talk about? The lenses. Are they replaceable on the camera? Samsung? I'm not even going to raise my hand for that. Yi? I have no idea. So, it's kind of a drawer. Be careful. The camera's full, you're going to damage. So that both hands stay neutral. Another major thing is, since I'm using my phone, I don't have the Yi 360 VR app. The app that's using to the phone goes to the Yi action camera. There's the light, the 4, and the plus. And the remote and the Bluetooth, I do not see for the camera. So we're going to be wrapping this segment up and check out continuous segments of the Yi compared to the Samsung. And I think I like doing the videos this particular way. So the sound rings, I got 30 seconds. So what else can we say? Samsung will win on the app because it works. It's the only camera. Yi, it's got multiple cameras. It's just not up there. Firmware updates. Samsung's continuing to update their firmware, trying to fix the overheating issue. I haven't seen anything for Yi on firmware. Okay, so we're done right now. I want to thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for another one. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a 4-minute count, continuing on part 2 of the Yi compared to the Samsung. What else can we say? Cosmetics. I'm going to put my hands up to both, but Samsung's going to win on the R2-D2 Star Wars type robotic look. It's cute. It's got a better color. Better look to the camera. The screen's in front, and you're able to see the red LED recording and battery indicator over a soft LED, old style square type camera of the Yi. Let me move my camera out of the way so it's not blocking the view and all. Distance shot. I'm not sure who's going to win. Everything the distance of a 220 degree spherical lens. You got Sony lens, Samsung. That's up to you to decide. No hands there happening. Stitching issue. They both got it. Not gonna get your hands on it. He says they got new firmware that fixes their stitching issue. Same thing with Samsung. I don't know. I really don't know. What else can I say? Crispness. You'll decide. I gotta be a top quality for this. I don't want to lower the resolution and do things like that. I would say, who knows? One other thing I would definitely say, going around the camera to the features and functions, you got to get used to it. Samsung is a little tricky, but once you get used to hitting that mode and shutter button, you'll run through the camera. Long press to turn wireless on. Simple up and down and shutter button works through the E. The E's going to win on that one. Not sure what more to say because this list can go on and on and on. Putting the camera just alone on the table, Ye's going to win because the Samsung, the base is a little too round and the weight's on top. It will knock over. And I'm most sure the same thing's going to happen to the Yi. Who knows? Distortion. I look kind of stretched or tall with the Yi. My ears may not look right to you. I'll take my hat off so you can see if I am presentable this time round. Samsung, I'm used to. I've been using it. I'm going to raise my hand for Samsung. I'll give you one more before I end this. Price. No doubt about it. Want to get into 360? No doubt about it. You get the $100 camera. It's the cheapest camera on the market that will work in 360 before you get to these budgets. We'll continue on to 3. We'll lower the resolution down. We'll keep it to 4K. Match 4K for 4K. Sorry about my hands. Hi ladies and gentlemen. Do apologize about my hands and the camera shake at this given time. I am with 4K 30 frames per second stitching on at 80 meg or kilobits for the Yi. 4K at 24 frames per second for the Samsung. The killer is when you start to raise your resolution, you're going to lose features and functions of the camera. So the Samsung wins without dropping things like that. There's a lot of things we could talk about. I could go on and on and on. I find it a little difficult to record with the Yi. I find it sensitive. It's very sensitive to turn on the record. So the Samsung, it's easier to simply tap it. Overheating issues. Oh yeah. I'm going to raise this hand one for Samsung. That wins on that. The Yi has an overheat. But battery life. And this is very important, which we'll probably talk about on this particular subject. Battery life. Who's going to win? Which hand's going up? Definitely Samsung. 5.7K. I'm already half the battery power, and that's why I cut down to 4K 30. I'll probably get another half an hour, not even. Samsung, 2 hours 4K. I believe an hour and 30 minutes. I'm not going to worry about that. So who would definitely win with it? I would say Yi for one major reason. Interchangeable batteries. Samsung, once that battery goes and it dies and the recycles of 500 is over, throw that camera out, send it back to Samsung. You can't replace the battery. It's inside the whole aluminum case, and that's the end of that one. I'm constantly looking. I got another minute and a half to go, and I want to wrap this up. All in all, like I said, Samsung's going to win with software. It's got CyberLink Power Director, Action Director behind them. It's editing software, 2D, 3D, VR. I could live stream. I could use my data. Yi 360 must use hotspot. Samsung, oh, you win on that, baby. Many more comparisons could come, and we could stare and compare and do things. Is it worth getting into great detail with something I love or hate? It's a love and hate relationship. I'm not out here selling people. I don't monetize. I not endorse. I simply share what I own and like. So, any questions today? Get to me. I'll be more than happy to discuss the Yi 360 or the Samsung, both, whatever you see on the table. Have a great day, and again, I'm not using wireless or the remote. Yi wins with the remote because you can use the existing Bluetooth. Have a great day, guys, and enjoy.